Hello everyone and welcome to Toku Time. Today we're going to be talking about Kamen Rider 01, the first entry in the Reiwa Kamen Rider era. Now, full disclosure, it's not going to be a spoiler. I'm just going to talk briefly about what I enjoyed about the show, and that's pretty much it. I'm just going to talk about what I enjoyed and talk about it. It's not going to be a super long video, hopefully. Okay, so as the time of recording this, it's been a week since the show ended. Like, been basically a full week. The new show starts tomorrow. Way to date it, but I want to get it out quick within a week before the new episode. Before Saber started, so I can talk about Saber fresh. Anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about is the characters. Every character in the show is really, really good, except there's like a CEO character. He doesn't come in until like the very last few episodes. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything. Like, why bring him in? They're doing the same things anyway. And I was just like, why is this guy here? And that's it. Every other character, Aruto, Fua, Yua, Roby, Jin, all the human gears, they're great. They're all really good. They're all really fleshed out and things as well. So it's really good. Actually, while watching the show, I didn't do any extra research because why would I do that? I was on YouTube one day and I was like, I saw this video of the actor for Vulcan, from Vulcan. I found his YouTube channel. Turns out he's a gamer, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty sweet. I couldn't understand a goddamn thing he said. I was like, that's pretty sweet. So I subscribed to his channel, but I didn't really do much else besides that. I watch some of his videos sometimes, but I can't really do much with just the Google Auto Translate because it can get stuff wrong. And one day when I eventually decide to either learn a language or just be like, okay, here's what I'm guessing they're saying, then move on from there. I loved the show. The show was really, really good. It was a great way to kickstart the Reiwa era, especially like it was a strong start. I think it was a super strong start. I think it can go up, it can go down. It's still very early on. It was only the first show, but I think it was good. A solid 4 out of 5. There were some parts that I was like, okay, that's kind of lame, but it was still good. The main villain there was no main villain, kinda. There was a main villain. There just wasn't one at the same time. Like, people were the main villain. Like, it was weird. It was philosophical. I was like, that got me thinking a little bit. Like, are we the bad guys? Are they the bad guys? Who's the bad guy here? They had like an entity that was the bad guy, but they killed him after like a few episodes, and he was kind of. And also the show's officially not over. There's still one more movie, and that's supposed to be the final episode, from what I can gather. Because there was a Dark Rider at the very end of the show. I was like, how can you be the final episode if there's still this? So they're doing it exactly like Exe did, where they had 45 episodes, and they're going to cram the last little arc of the show into a movie that takes place during, like, an epilogue movie. Basically, wrap everything up nicely. So we'll see how that goes. When I watch that, I will make a video immediately after. We will see how it goes. I think it's going to be okay. And hopefully, because it's not supposed to come out for like another December. It's not supposed to come out, so another few months, 3 months at the very least. Yeah, 3 months. I had to do math in my head. Yeah, that's right. So it's not coming. It's like the Winter movie, and then there has to be a Saber Winter movie, right? The crossover between the two. So something. There's something. Also, yeah, I'm playing with my progress key. I'll talk about this in a second. But yeah, I thought the show overall the show was good. I loved the characters. I loved how they interacted and how like they knew who they were. Like they were so self aware about it that they were pretty confident about how they could play the characters, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Another thing I found interesting was the idea that of AI. I liked the idea of AI. It's pretty good. I like it. I like robots. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the progress keys. I only have one because I just didn't. When I was watching the show and when I got this, I was like, I don't have a whole lot of money to collect these bad boys, you know? Like that. I don't have a whole lot of money to collect these bad boys. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick with one I really, really like. So I chose Bullet. Oh, werewolf. Because I liked his character the best. I figured, that back. I figured if since he was to me the main character more than the main character was, and I was like, that's a good secondary rider right there, because another one did that for me, and I have his mission device too, and that was Gattack from Kabuto. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. So, good for me, right? Another thing that I want to say was that I love the partnerships. Every single partnership with Arto and Izu. I really liked how they got along pretty quickly and how they helped each other grow. For example, a slight spoiler here. When he was getting his final form, 01 like had her go experience something she hadn't experienced before, and that was sadness and loss of a dear friend. And so she would experience that over and over again until she understood what it was. And I thought that was really interesting. But otherwise, there's a lot that could talk about. But I'm not going to talk about everything because since the show is still relatively new, and I don't know how it ends. It doesn't end. It's not over yet. So this is just preliminary, final idea thing. Now, basically, I think that in the movie, this is basically my movie predictions now. In the movie, it's going to be the main cast all fighting together like in Gaim. And we would see every single rider fighting together to defeat this Dark Rider. And there's going to be a really cool fight scene. There's a really cool fight scene. I also think there's going to be a cameo or like something with Saber because there has to be, right? Actually no, because this is technically I think the 01 summer movie. So there's something going on here that I'm not aware of, and I cannot wait to see what it is. So yeah, anyways, this is just a short little video about my thoughts about the characters, and that I enjoyed 01 and all that stuff. It's me rambling on and on about Kamen Rider. I really like it. I really like Kamen Rider. It's really good. Speaking of that, I have a Vita now, and I haven't started yet, but I'm gonna play the Broadside War game on here. I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to get it and play it. Anyway, And I'm of course gonna get the other new game that's coming out for PS4 and Switch. I think I'm gonna get it for PS4 because I have one for Switch and I have the other one for PS3. So I think if I'm going in order of it, it was PS3, Switch, and now I'm gonna get it for PS4 again. Just keep a little pattern for myself, and also because I want that premium sound edition and I want it to look very pretty. I know it can be. I like pretty. I want to be pretty. Am I pretty? No. Anyway, final verdict on the show. Really good. Watch it yourself. I highly suggest it, especially for your first season. Even if you don't know what's going on, you don't have to watch the movies. You don't have to do any of that. Just watch the 45 episode show. You will enjoy it. You will have your ups, your downs. You will feel experience of emotions, and you'll feel a lot of it in a short amount of time. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me today. So if you enjoyed it, please press the like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want. It helps me out a lot. It would tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see more of and how I could make them better. I like just talking. It's like talking about this stuff with people. If you leave a comment, I'll probably reply to it about whatever. I'm not gonna have a comment question or whatever stuff to entice people to do that. If you just want to discuss the show with me, then I can go much more in thoughts. That's about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.